One question: how hard can it be to access insightful feedback? Centralization is not just an issue in finance, but social growth as well. We saw this with the pandemic, where institutions meant to serve as public forums were reduced to mere storage rooms at best. KawaK is a meritocratic writing tool, where the more you put in, the more you get out, simply said. And you'd be forgiven for thinking that we're talking about the size of your wallet here, but bear with. Blockchain, tokenization, NFTs, decentralization, they're all buzzwords you're probably sick of hearing by now. But let's quickly dive into how KawaK operates and why, alongside the internet computer, these emerging technologies are more relevant than ever. My name is Lazo Cordy. I'm a cyber law student based in Oxford. With me, we have Daniel and Gabriel joining us from Germany. And last but not least, Marvelous, live all the way from Nigeria. We met through the course of this hackathon, but despite our diverse backgrounds, we're united by the aim of creating a tool that is accessible to those who deserve it the most. To begin your journey, just sign up or register via internet identity as a wordsmith. And once that's done, it's time to work on your craft. Concerns of plagiarism are rampant in all industries, be it academia, composing, or even lawyers. So by default, the work you submit is private, only visible to you. Edit, delete it as you see fit. As an extra layer of protection, you're able to turn your craft into an NFT. And there are reasonable concerns about how energy intensive NFTs are, but fortunately, the IC's design enables us to mint at a fraction of the cost in comparison to other chains. And we've now arrived on the submit page. Last stop to make any final tweaks on your craft before it's tested in the Forge, displayed as the skyboard currently on screen. The submit page is also where you will define the length and topic, but most importantly, the bounty you are willing to place. It is the reward which will incentivize other wordsmiths in interacting with your craft. Sadly, in this example, we need more tokens, so time to head over to the Forge. There aren't enough topics for us to work with just to select by topic of interest, but fortunately, they're all level word counts, so they're accessible to our current wordsmith merit level. This is my chance to show the community I'm here to stay, working to provide and receive insightful feedback. It's about polishing one's ability to be poignantly critical of others by daring to look like a fool. Cross-pollination plays a key role within decentralization, an obvious requirement in DeFi, but also the sharing of information. Many current algorithms are designed to capture attention with little regard for the implications it has on your mind. And I'm not saying anything most of you don't already know here, but dApps which promote divergent thinking and are valuable outsider perspectives are criminally unaddressed. We need to create social platforms and tools that are rewarding in the same way that it feels good to help out your neighbor. For the most part, experts will agree. A good work of social science, be it legal, psychological, or even poetry, is understandable and accessible to many walks of life. We're going to swap over accounts and see the perspective of the wordsmith who's just received their feedback. Any changes that have been made will be put forward on their end and highlighted. Currently, the only option is to accept feedback and release the tokens. But crucially, a review must be given on the quality of the feedback received. This review will range from 0 to 10, and it will contribute to an average that is unique to each wordsmith. This hidden average will determine the percentage of the bounty reward they are entitled to, meaning the small remainder will go to the tribunal. More on that later. And now we're back on the first account. On average, we require 1 token per 100 words. But just to make sure our craft doesn't get stuck in limbo, let's use 3 tokens for this 200-word submission. We'd have to double the token amount if we wanted more wordsmiths to be working on it. All right, time to check the skyboard and see if it's there on the Forge. Hopefully it is. And success! We'll get notified once we receive feedback. The tribunal functions as a trusted oracle. It's made up of individuals within the community who have consistently demonstrated themselves as good actors. Their role will be to vote in order to settle any disagreements which have occurred between 2 wordsmiths. The tribunal will be rewarded with small but meaningful token amounts from the liquidity pool that is funded by the remainder of each bounty in the Forge. If a wordsmith has given feedback, for example, and feels that they have unfairly received a 1 out of 10 rating, they may make a tribunal claim. The tokens will be frozen until an odd number of tribunal members voted within a given time frame on what they believe is a fair outcome in relationship to the work done. Within the coming months, we aim to test with the best case users, meaning those who play proactive roles within key university societies, implement the buy token standard to protect the role that decentralized governance will play, and lastly, a phone dApp, turning picture into text as a core function, making KawaK accessible to those without a computer. Thank you for your time, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Laszlo. Some fantastic energy. Judges, do you have any questions for Team KawaK?
I know that Jan was had some compliments for you, Laszlo, in terms of this particular use case. So So yeah, really well done. Really appreciate the work put in.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that one. I mean, if academia had that tool already, like a lot of troubles for program committees and journal reviews and whatnot would be much better.
Yeah, we believe so. And also not just limited to academia as well, but a tool that can be used from, students mutually helping each other from all over the world. But that is a niche.
How far are you guys from releasing this and have the first users use it?
So I'm currently based in the UK, and I can most easily access university societies for that reason, because we're mostly students. And what I meant by best case users is essentially targeting specific university students that I know are proactive members of society and that are willing to kind of put in the effort to then hopefully receive the same degree of effort. And then the technical element comes into how do we determine averages so that users who put in the same amount of effort receive the same amount of output. And those who just want someone to quickly read over their work and comment, yeah, it was great, made sense, they put that in and that's what they receive. So there's different calibers in that sense.